Everybody, welcome to online class. In today's class, we'll discuss regarding the comparison between the money market as well as the capital market, the types of the capital market. In this unit, we'll study regarding the primary market, and the unit 4, that is in the next unit, we'll study regarding the secondary market. So let's begin today's class with the comparison between the money market and the capital market. See, for the first basis for the comparison is meaning. So the capital market is the place where the short term marketable securities are traded, and capital market is the place where the long term securities are traded. Okay, next comes is the nature of market. See, capital market is well organized, whereas the money market is not so organized when we compare it to the capital market. Next comes is the financial instruments. See, the instrument traded in money market carries the instrument traded in a money market are treasury bills, commercial papers, certificate of deposits, trade credit, and so on, and these instruments are carrying the low risk. Okay, then next comes, when we compare it to the capital market instruments are shares, debentures, bonds, retained earnings, and other assets, and these instruments carries high risk. Okay, next comes is the institutions. See, the major institutions that work in money market are the central bank, commercial bank, non-financial institutions, bill brokers, acceptance houses. Okay, on the contrary, the major institutions which operate in the capital market are a stock exchange, then commercial bank, then non-banking institutions like insurance companies, okay, and so on. Then next comes is liquidity. See, the liquidity is high in the money market, but in case of the capital market, liquidity is comparatively less. Next comes is the purpose. Okay, the money market purpose is to fulfill the credit requirements of the companies, such as providing working capital to them. As against this, the capital market tends to fulfill long-term credit requirements of the companies, like providing fixed capital to purchase land, building, or machinery. Okay, next comes is return on investment. See, capital market instruments give higher returns as we compare to the money market instruments. Okay, lastly, it is time horizon, that is, redemption of money market instrument is done within a year, but when we compare it to the capital market instruments have a life of more than a year, as well as some of them are perpetual in nature. Okay, next topic is structure of capital market. Okay, the capital market consists of two types, that is primary market and the secondary market. Primary market is the market for the new issue of the securities, and the secondary market is the market for old securities, in the sense that securities which are previously issued in the primary market are traded here. Okay, so the trading takes place between investors that follows the original issue in the primary market. So it covers both stock exchange and over the counter exchange of India, that is over the counter market. Okay, this is regarding secondary market, but in this unit we'll understand regarding the primary market. Okay, when we come to the primary market is nothing but, see, every company needs what? Funds. Funds may be required for short term or long term. So short term requirements of the funds can be met through banks, lenders, institutions. So when a company wishes to raise long term capital, it goes to what? The primary market, or primary market is an important component of a capital market. Okay, now what do you mean by primary market? Primary market is the market for trading what? New securities, that is, securities are traded for the first time in the market. Okay, then next comes is the characteristics of the primary market. So we'll understand this concept, that is the primary market concept, with the help of the characteristics. So the first characteristics is deals with new securities. Okay, See, that is, a primary market is a market which deals with the new securities, that is, securities which are traded for the first time in the market, which are issued by the corporate sectors for the first time for public subscription. Next comes is also called as new issue market. See, the primary market is also called as what? New issue market, because it is because the securities are sold for the first time in this market. So primary market is the market for what? Fresh capital, and it is for a long term securities. Next comes is exchange of securities. See, in the primary market, securities are exchanged for cash, credit, and even for the other securities it can be exchanged. Okay. Next comes is newly set up companies. That is, in the primary market, new securities may be exchanged by the newly set up companies or by the existing companies also. That is, it can be exchanged either by the newly set up companies or by the existing companies. Next comes is direct sale. See, new issue of securities in the primary market are sold directly to the investors by the issuing company or distributed by a broker for a commission or sold through an underwriter who buys up the whole issue of distribution. Okay. Next comes is distribution through network. See, the new issue of primary market may also be distributed through network of brokers, through financial institutions, through public advertising, or even by salesmen going door to door. Okay. Next is trading securities. That is, securities are traded by the primary market, which includes the securities like equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bonds, and many more. Then next is trading securities. Okay, it is done with this point. So the last one is execution of the business. That is, the new issue market enjoys neither any tangible form nor any administrative organizational setup, nor is subject to any centralized control and administrations for the execution of the business. Next comes is objectives of the primary market. The first objective of the primary market is to intermediate between the savings of society and long-term investors and allocate them in an efficient manner among competing and upcoming enterprises. Next one is to aid the growth. See, to aid the industrial growth, and thereby it helps for the economic growth and the development. Next is to accelerate the process of the industrialization. Then the last one is to provide the impetus, that is, to provide much needed impetus to the robust performance of the secondary market. Next comes is functions of the primary market. The main function of the primary market can be divided into two services, that is, two service functions. They are organization, underwriting, and only the two functions. So it includes only the organization and the underwriting. So first one is organization. Here organization means the work of investigation, analysis of processing of new project proposals. Then organization or origination begins before an issue is actually traded in the market. So the function of origination is done by merchant bankers, who may be commercial banks, all India financial institutions, or private firms. Then underwriting is nothing but when a company issues shares to the public, it is not sure that the whole shares will be subscribed by the public. So therefore, in order to ensure the full subscription of the shares, that is at least 90%, the company may underwrite its shares or debentures. The act of ensuring the sale of shares or debentures of a company even before offering to the public is known as what? Underwriting. Okay. Then next comes is what? Advantages of the primary market. The first one is savings and channelized for productive use. See, the primary market helps to mobilize the small and the scattered savings, and these available small savings will be invested in the investable funds. So these funds are utilized for what? Productive purposes, and thus the wastage in unproductive uses is avoided. Next comes is mobilization of savings. A well-developed primary market offers what? Adequate incentives or the attractive opportunities in the form of interest or dividend that may attract the investors from all levels of the society to invest savings in the primary market. Next comes is avenue for investment. See, a primary market provides good path for investments in financial assets which are more productive than physical assets. So most of the investors, particularly the household sector, prefers this path since it is convenient and more profitable. Okay, next comes is supply of huge funds. See, the rapid development of any country requires what? The growth of large scale industries which needs huge capital. So the huge amount of funds required for these industries cannot be provided by few persons, but huge money can be raised in a primary market by trading new shares in the market. Okay, next comes is facilitates rapid industrial growth. See, the primary market facilitates increase in production and productivity in the economy by means of establishing many new companies and thereby promoting rapid industrial growth in a country. Lastly, helps for expansions and technological upgradation. See, the primary market helps for expansions and technological upgradation. That is, primary market also serves as an important sources for raising money for expansion of industries as well as for their technological upgradation. Okay. Next is disadvantages of the primary market. The first disadvantage or the drawback is gullible investors. That is, there is ample or the big scope for what? Attracting investors by giving misleading information. So the issuing companies are often tempted to present a rosy picture about the prospective projects. They make exaggerated claims about their prospects as well as oversubscription. So as a result, innocent investors are duped. Okay, next comes is faulty project appraisal. See, there is no adequate institutional arrangements for the appraisal of the projects to be undertaken by the new companies. Again, there are no fixed norms for getting the appraisals approved by the designated institutions. Hence, poor investors have no scope to ascertain the actual profitability of a project. Next comes is role of merchant bankers is ineffective. That is, the merchant bankers do not pay adequate attention to the technical, managerial and feasibility aspects while appraising the project proposals. So in fact, they do not seem to play a developed role, as a result of which the small investors are duped by the companies. Next is lengthy allotment process. See, there is inordinate delay in receiving allotment letters, share certificates, refund orders. So if shares are not allotted, the investor suffers loss of interest. This is delay in effective transfer of shares. All these factors tend to affect the small investors who hesitate to approach the primary market for investing their funds. Lastly, individual investors hesitate to invest in shares. Generally, the investor's tendency is to prefer fixed income bearing securities like preference shares and debentures. So they hesitate to invest in equity shares since they do not fetch any fixed income. This risk factor stands in the way of development of the healthy primary market. So these are some of the points which stands in the way of the development of the healthy primary market. So the remaining things we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.